Hi, students, and welcome to today's lesson. I'm Mrs. Fife. Today we will complete Concept 3, Conceptual Checkpoint. Are you ready? Grab your pencil and your conceptual checkpoint. Let's go! Imagine you're riding on this boat. What do you see in the distance? It's the island of Surtsey. What do you think we'll see when we get to the island? I see hills and the rocky shoreline. Amazing! Let's look at our anchor model together. What earth event formed Surtsey? Point to the screen where you see the earth event that formed Surtsey. Here it is, the volcano. The island of Surtsey formed when a volcano erupted in the ocean and enough lava built up to reach above the water. Now, let's point to the earth events that are still changing Surtsey's land. I see wind and water. Both wind and water are changing the land on Surtsey today. This makes me wonder, how did the wind and water events that are changing Surtsey compare with other events? I wonder if Surtsey's events are fast or slow. How can we find out? I think we can find out if the wind and water events are fast or slow by comparing those changes to other Earth events. Where would you place the wind and water events that are changing Surtsey on the diagram? These events have happened over lots of years, but Delicate Arch and Wave Rock have been changing for a lot longer. So I would put the wind and water events before Delicate Arch and Wave Rock. Now, where would you place the volcanic eruption that formed Surtsey on the Earth event diagram? Point to the screen. Did you say after the flood? It happened over years, but not as many years as it took to form Delicate Arch and Wave Rock. Comparing Earth events can help us describe how quickly or slowly land changes. Now, I would like to show you a picture of a different landform that is the result of an Earth event. Ready? What do you notice and wonder about the picture? I notice the rocks have stripes. And I wonder what made the rocks round and bumpy on top. I also wonder why the rocks seem to be in lines. This picture shows a landform called a yardang. In today's lesson, we will explore yardangs as we work to answer the question, how can we compare Earth events that have formed and shaped yardangs with those that have formed and shaped Surtsey? I will read you some information about yardangs. As I read, listen for words that describe land or changes to land. When you hear a word that describes land or changes to land, raise your hand up high. Are you ready? Domes and towers rise from the desert. Some stretch across the sands like palaces, while others stand alone or in groups. These magnificent landforms are called yardangs. All yardangs in an area face the same direction, like a herd of beasts frozen in time. Yardangs form from rock with harder and softer parts. Strong winds, always coming from the same direction, blow sand at the rock. Little by little, the wind-blown sand chips away tiny bits of softer rock. Did you hear words that describe changes to land? I did. Keep listening. Yardangs change shape over thousands of years, and they are still changing. With all that wind, one day the older yardangs will be gone, but new ones are always forming. I raised my hand again. Did you? What do you notice and wonder now that you have more information about yardangs? I notice that the stripes on the rocks are where wind chipped away at the rock. I wonder if yardangs take longer to change than the Sphinx. So, what information did you hear that can help us answer the question, how can we compare Earth events that have formed and shaped yardangs with those that have formed and shaped Surtsey? Well, I heard that the wind changes land to make yardings. And yardings change shape really slowly, over thousands of years. We found out a lot about yardings in CERTSI. Now we are ready to complete the conceptual checkpoint. Question 1. The chart shows information about a yardang and CERTSI. A yardang is a landform. Wind is the event that forms and changes a yardang. Wind takes greater than 15,000 years to form and change a yardang. To observe how a yardang forms and changes would take greater than 200 human lifetimes. The island of CERTSI is a landform. A volcanic eruption is the event that formed CERTSI. The eruption took less than 4 years. Wind and water are events that change CERTSI. They have been changing CERTSI for greater than 50 years. To observe how CERTSI forms and changes takes 1 human lifetime. Now, we will use the information from the chart to answer the first question in the conceptual checkpoint. Read the claims and think about the information from the chart. Claim A. Earth events have formed and changed yardings quickly and CERTSI slowly. Claim B. Earth events have formed and changed yardings slowly and CERTSI quickly. Question 1, Part A. Choose the claim you agree with the most. Mark an X next to its name below. Question 1, Part B. What parts of the claim does evidence from the chart support? Question 1, Part C. Complete the sentence. The evidence from the chart supports the claim because... Now, let's look at question 2. The diagram shows how the size and shape of CERTSI have changed. For this question, we will focus on the time scales of the events that are changing CERTSI's land. Remember, we saw this diagram during the last conceptual checkpoint when we examined how the size of CERTSI has changed over time. Now, think about the time it has taken for CERTSI's size and shape to change. This outline shows CERTSI in 1967. And this outline shows the outline of CERTSI in 2004. Question 2, Part A. What will CERTSI look like in 50 years? Draw a new outline on the diagram. Label the changes you predict. Question 2, Part B. Explain why you think CERTSI will change in the way you predict. Thanks for joining me on today's journey as we answered the Concept 3 conceptual checkpoint. Your task for today is to complete Lesson 21A conceptual checkpoint. I'll see you next time.